Hello and welcome to another update video about Aave. Aave is also moving up a bit higher. That's at the moment not a problem, not entirely unexpected, as we talked about a wave B correction to the upside anyway before coming down in C. But I would like to talk about the opportunity and the possibility that we will get one more leg up in this larger wave 1. So we talk about that. Before we do that, Aave is arguably a very, very good chart, and well, no, it is a good chart, and arguably it is even a better chart than Ethereum. Yeah, it's worth considering that. And I think also here Aave, along with Ethereum, it has completed its wave 1, it has completed its wave 2. Yeah, we talked about this here. We talked about the bottom. I made you aware of my entry at $67. And now we are, in my opinion, in this third wave. I have already moved up my stop losses into profit. I've locked in some profits and I've taken some profits at around $87. And this wave 3, however, yeah, 1, 2, 3, this third wave to the upside will not happen in one straight line. So we zoom in, and there's a few interesting things to talk about. So my view is that from the low here, we moved up in a wave 1, we came down in a wave 2. We moved up in a 3, came down in a 4, and moved up in, no, 1 second. I need to, let me think, don't want to get confused here. No, exactly. So let me just do that. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. And then we're looking at the fifth wave, which I think ended here. Yeah. That, or at least that was the view until, well, yesterday, today. Looked at the chart again and it appears to me that something else is possible. So we're going to talk about that. So in this scenario, which is standing still, yeah, and it's still possible. We peaked here in wave 1. We've got 5 waves. Yeah, this is where I took profits because I told you, I think, you know, even if we push a bit higher, this is close to getting exhausted. We can expect a wave 2 correction now at some point. We came down quite strongly. Not far enough yet for a wave 2, but for an A wave maybe, you know, the wave B currently unfolding and wave C coming down. So this is still very much the possibility. ABC in wave 2, getting into the region between 77 and $70, right? And this is where I will then accumulate again. But at the moment we see a little bit of upside, so maybe it is invited to the rally now, a little bit late. Yeah, so, but this is still the absolute possibility, and then we would expect the smaller wave 3 to start after bottoming out in this orange area. So this is one very likely possibility. The other one, and this appears to me is getting a bit more likely, given that we have first of all broken above, or just trying to break above the previous high here at 86.50, and that we've broken back into the wedge. Yeah. It is very much possible that, yeah, this was a wave 1, this was a wave 2, this was a wave 3, and the wave 4 was quite a complex, hard to detect so-called running flat pattern. Wave A, B, C, where the wave C makes a higher low than wave A, and this would then complete alternative wave 4. Yeah, so that wave 4 wasn't here, but it was actually here, which means we can expect one more alternative wave 5 to the upside before, so finishing off this wave 1 then, not here but there, before we then come down in wave 2. This would shift the entire wave 2 accumulation area a little bit higher. For me, it's not entirely clear which scenario is now going to work out, and here it is very clear to me that it's all about strategic thinking, strategic planning, how good entries give you flexibility. Because to be honest, I don't care, yeah, because I've got my trade set up organized here. Yeah, I had my entry at $67. I already took some profits pretty much here at the high. You know, if we push a bit higher, I don't care. It might go into the area $95. So what I'll do, because I haven't taken all profits, I will take some more profits if we push into the region $94, $95. Because that's when I then think it's going to get exhausted, but probably will still not take all profits and would then accumulate again in wave 2. So it's sort of my strategy. If we don't get there, I'm happy as well, and I will just accumulate here then, ready for the third wave. I don't want to miss the third wave, so that's my plan. Buying in here is probably, for me, not a good idea, because the setup is at the moment unclear. It could come down and then go up, or it could go up straight away. No, 1 second. It could it could come down in this wave 2 and then go up, or it goes up first and then comes down and then goes up. So, you know, if you're happy with speculating, that's fine for me. I always try to wait for the good trade setups. Just because you see a couple of green candles, it doesn't make suddenly a good trade setup. Yeah. Bear in mind, because I had a few questions, is it good to buy in now? Now you can do what you want. I can't give you any financial advice, but I made it very clear when when I bought in and when it was interesting for me. So when the trainers then left the station, I can't really help with that anymore, because the trade setup is gone, right? Then it means just waiting for the next trade setup, which will be the next accumulation phase, which will be for me the next wave 2. Of course, this doesn't mean it couldn't go higher in the short term, but it's just always thinking about risk management when entering a trade, because now you're arguably quite far away from support. Support is down here at $81, and we're now at roughly 87. So yeah, so I think there's a good chance we push higher. This will obviously, the breakout signal will be above sort of $90. There's not much more to go than anyway to 95. So let's see. It's certainly an interesting chart, as I said, even possibly better than Ethereum. But here it's just now waiting for the next trade setup. We're just moving now. We don't have a setup, in my opinion. Now you can trade anything, but the question is, how good is it? Okay, that's my update about Aave. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.